And Coach Goblisch, what were your thoughts during the opening 5 to 7 minutes where your guys just couldn't buy a bucket? Is there a patience to where you're getting antsy with your guys? What was kind of the emotions running through your head during that stretch?
Yeah, I think there definitely was a little bit of antsiness. You want to get the ball through the rim. I thought we were getting good looks. They just weren't falling. So that's a tough situation to be in, obviously. But I thought the guys kind of figured, obviously we started to weather the storm a little bit. Started to get some looks at the rim and kind of get us some good ones. And then some of the threes started falling too for us, obviously, especially in the second half. That's kind of when things started to heat up for us. But I think the resilience to kind of figure things out. Okay, things didn't start out the way we might have liked, but we found our rhythm. We worked with it. Took that first time out when it went a while and we didn't have the ball. And I said, we just got to settle down, look to get the easy looks, right, and the shots will start to fall. And they were able to do that, which was good. And it obviously gets us in good position here.
Now, we talked about this before the first matchup between you and Gibraltar, but it keeps repeating. Obviously, Jackson started leading your team in scoring, but you got a number of other players always kind of right up against that double figures. How big was it for tonight where, Jackson started, a little bit of a slower start, but you had, Benjamin Ash coming off the bench with 11 first half points, and you had Hayden Tracy really closing things strong in the second half.
Yeah, and I think that's the key to it is, like you said, there was kind of a different guys stepped up at different times, like you said. Hayden really stepped up in the second half, like you said, kind of closed the game out when we needed a little bit of an offensive spark, kind of later on in the first half. Ben came in, hit some big shots and confident threes from beyond the arc, which was key to us kind of extending it a little bit, getting it to 8 at the half, and then obviously giving us the momentum to carry that over into the second half. So really good job from the guys tonight, from him especially, finding a way to get his shot up and being confident in it and knocking it down.
Now on the flip side, a lot of times your best scorers, sometimes they're expending that energy on offense, so you kind of, I'm not saying you're giving them defensively, you're not giving them off, but you're not expecting as much, but you had your top 2 guys against Gibraltar's top 2 guys, and for the most part, you look at Jackson with 11 and Liam Lindenberg with 5. For your top guys, I believe it was Ash and Starr that was kind of guarding them for most of the night. Mm-hmm. I mean, mission accomplished there.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys do a great job of stepping up to the occasion, of guarding some really tough guys on the defensive end, and then looking to work and find their looks on the offensive end. They've really kind of stepped into that and are willing to embrace that as well, which makes it good. And obviously, that's a key component. Hopefully, getting us ready for the tournament. Guys that can step up, play both ends of the floor with a ton of energy and a ton of intensity. And like I said, that puts our team in a really great position.
Now, one of the trends that I know you're going to want to break, especially as we get to the tournament, because you need the string together wins to advance the tournament. Don't have a back-to-back win so far this season. What is it going to take to kind of break that streak and get 2 wins or 3 wins together here?
We got to come out with a ton of intensity and a ton of energy on Monday night against Kiwanis, right? Obviously it's a one game at a time thing. It's our next game kind of mindset, and we got to be ready to go for that one. Obviously, we had a good battle at our place just a couple weeks ago, and kind of know obviously just saw them, so have a good idea of what they did and what we need to do a little bit better to close that game out, especially if you think back to that one. So definitely, we were right there. We were right in position to get ourselves the win, and just got to close that game out. So what can we do to improve? What can we do to put ourselves in a better position for that one? But just like I said, take it one game at a time. Review the film. What can we do better? And then put ourselves and then come out with a ton of energy and intensity on Monday night.
Well, Zach, since it's cold and it's a long walk from Fish Creek to Sturgeon Bay, we'll let you catch the bus. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.